that we are putting in the Hellcrate REDEYE into the car. And if you didn't listen to the end of my last video, we are switching up the car. I originally announced the Dodge Dart, it's a 1970 Dodge Dart, but due to the deadlines that Dodge and Motor Trend is giving us for Roadkill Nights, we actually changed the car. It is the same car that Tony competed in last year, and it is a 1969 Plymouth Barracuda. And so we are rebuilding this, putting the engine in this car that Dodge gave us, they did give us a wiring harness and $3,000 towards a transmission. This year, the new plan is putting the REDEYE into this car, use the new wiring harness, install all of the equipment that RaceQuip, Holley, Earls gave us, along with the full Aeromotive fuel system, which I can show you right now. It is all done right here since I'm filming this later. Basically an entire new car, and it is gonna be way faster than before. We will hopefully get this car running by the end of this video. To get this thing installed, we do have to remove this supercharger in order to put it on the engine stand in order to put it in the car. So Tony is going to be taking off the supercharger, and then thanks to Holley Performance, they gifted us MSD coil packs. So I will be installing these as well. As you can see, the stock ones that came on the motor are all black. Holley Performance also gave us MSD spark plugs. So I will show you guys how to install this on the motor as well, along with the oil pan, which is used in swaps. So we're able to fit it into the car since the stock oil pan is so large, and it'll also look better with the black oil pan. So I'm gonna get the supercharger taken off and get this engine onto the stand, and I'll show you guys how it's done. Time to zap these off. Did you just pop these out, like yank on? Yeah. They're different than mine. Mine literally are just sitting there. Wow. Oh, satisfying. Okay, I took out all the spark plugs and the stock coil packs just so we can kind of look over it just to see if we have anything extra that we don't think is right, but I mean, it's all pretty much brand new. I numbered them all, and now we're going to be installing the new MSD spark plugs. Not using those coil packs, I'm going to be using these new ones, and these ones actually came with new hardware. It's gonna look a lot better. These little bolts are like a gloss black. I think it'll look really nice. We're just gonna reverse the process and put all these spark plugs in with these coil packs into what I just took out, basically. And be sure not to drop the spark plugs straight down because you can ruin the gap. We're gonna put it in there nice and gentle. I'm basically just gonna take this, put it on this end cap, drop them into the holes.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden road, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess.
Moving all the oil pan bolts so we can install the new Holley one. And they're very oily because the motor has been ran before since Dodge tests it from factory.
My regrets, I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
This is how the oil pan comes, and so I'm just following the instructions that Holley provided us with here. So we just kind of read through it all. First course of action is installing this little guy, and I'm using the 4 tiny bolts that is organized over here. It goes in there. created a line here because we sadly have to drill this off to fit the starter. Because of the turbo.
Because the Turbo 400 has a starter on a different side than it's supposed to.
It's not Holly's fault. A little further. Yay, it's gonna run in 20 minutes. It doesn't need it. It'd be NA. Holly high ram, baby.
'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now.
It is officially time to start up the Barracuda and see if she runs with the Redeye crate that Dodge sent us. So let's see if she starts. We are not going to be driving her today. We are going to be waiting until I get access to Radford Racing School so I'm able to test out the car legally on the track. They will be helping me get NHRA certified, so I will be safe, be knowledgeable enough to drive this car safely just in case anything happens. So let's start her up. Stay tuned for the next video. Finally got some race gear. Thanks to Holly Performance and Race Quit. Working on this car was much easier than building the Camaro because there's not much on the front end, so it was quite an easy process compared to what I'm used to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you all have an amazing day or night, whatever time it is, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.